Hi, my name is Blair Glenn. I'm an ISA certified arborist. I was asked to look at this grouping of pine trees. They're the Pinus radiata, the Monterey pine. And the concern that the client has is this tree on the left-hand side here. It's a fairly significant tree with quite a lean to it. And there's a few things I want to bring to your attention. Now, this tree has always grown away from the other trees. It's reaching out for its own space and its own light. But there's a few things that are starting to concern me, and one of which are the cracks that are starting to show up in the bark, and they appear to be related to stress, very likely from being moved considerably in the wind. There's a little bit of pitch oozing out right up in through here, and it appears that the whole trunk has a little bit of a twist to it going all the way up. Now, your greatest concern is going to be during a windstorm, and especially if the tree is loaded down with some additional water weight from rain on the needles. If this thing whips around in the storm, it's very possible that it can go down. It is one-sided. Now, if it were to fail, it would scrape the house, but I don't believe that it would cause a significant impact on the structure. Its fall line would be right in through here. It would take out that one olive tree, maybe a little bit of the porch. So in terms of hazard, it doesn't have a whole lot of directions that it can go except where gravity is going to take it, and that's going to be kind of a fall line right here. It'll fall just short of the extension on the house over there, but some of the branches will definitely brush up against the house, and it could cause considerable damage. Now, I always look around the base of the tree for any evidence of movement, and first observation doesn't really tell me anything. I usually look around to see if there's any separation here. It actually does look like there's been a little bit of separation from this right here. That's a tough call. Any cracking, anything that shows it. Usually when you see separation, there's a clear delineation from the dirt and the trunk where it comes in the ground here, and it doesn't appear to be anything too worrisome. A little bit of a hole down here. It does feel a little hollow in the ground here. It shouldn't be making that thumping noise. My suspicion is that this tree will go down in time. When is anybody's guess. Now, another thing that I look at is any signs of insects. There's a tiny hole there, a tiny hole there, a tiny hole there. There's a beetle called the Ips pine beetle that is yeah, you can see quite a few of them. There's a lot of little beetle holes in the bark here, and as you look up, if you get a bad enough infestation, it's the larva that creates a colony underneath the bark, and if it gets bad enough, it will kill the tree. But the foliage on the tree looks fair. It's not as full as it could be. Some of these lower branches are starting to die back, so it may be declining.